Gonna get a little weird, gonna get a little wild. I ain't from round here, I'm from another dimension. Gonna get a little weird, gonna have a good time. I ain't from round here, I'm from another. Yeah! I'm talking rainbows, I'm talking puppies. It's gonna get a little weird, gonna get a little wild. I ain't from round here, I'm from another dimension.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the Animation Station podcast. My name is Josh, and today we're going to be talking about Season 3 of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and today I'm joined by two very special guests. I have Andreas.
Heyo! What's up, everybody?
And I have Chloe.
Sup?
Alright, so first off, Chloe, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm from Britain. I'm 16. I got into Star vs. Force of Evil in Season 1. I've kind of got more interested into it in Season 2, but the Blood Moon Ball was my first episode, and it was amazing. I liked it for the ship at first, but the story and everything about it just gripped me, so here I am today.
Excellent. Andreas.
So, my name is Andres. I'm from Mexico. Not Mexico City. I'm from a town called San Luis Potosí. I'm 16 years old. I'm starting high school, and I got into Star vs. the Forces of Evil around like 1.5 years ago. My first episode was as well. It was Blood Moon Ball, and yes, I am also mainly because of the ship, especially Starco, but also the story, the plot. It's just really amazing. Like the series, it's so well built. We need more series like this, definitely.
And my name is Josh, and I've been watching Star vs. Force of Evil for about a year and a half, and I'm pretty sure the episode that got me hooked was School Spirit, back in Season 1.
Yeah.
And that pretty much, it had everything that I wanted in it, so I was like, oh, well, this is a show that I'm going to watch. And then I, unfortunately, fell into the hole that is Starco. So it just pulls you in and never lets you go.
Welcome to
Hey,
hell.
like in all fandoms.
Exactly.
All right.
Once you're in,
Yeah.
you never get out.
Oh, man. And so, yeah, basically this episode we're going to be talking about everything that we've seen from Star vs. the Forces of Evil Season 3 so far. So that's everything from the Battle of Muni to Stump Day. So basically the beginning of Season 3 into the mid-season finale that was Stump Day.
Alrighty. This sounds really fun.
All right, so let's just go over what was everybody's favorite part of this season. So, Andres, let's start with you.
Oh, well, my favorite part was definitely the reunion between Star and Marco in Battle for Muni. It was just so sweet. Plus, they were both using rat outfits, one ugly, one beautiful. It was just funny, and it was just she was all open about her crush. She was not going back. I mean, they didn't talk about it, but it was just it was all out in the air. It was like, Marco, you never looked killer in that beret, and I was like, tell him, girl, tell him, he's yours now. Also, I think one of my favorite moments was when Marco realized his crush on Star in Lava Lake Beach. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite episodes, as well as the fact of Marco making a freaking quinceañera to Star. That was beautiful.
That was fantastic. Yeah, that happened in Stump Day. I absolutely love that. When he's like, oh, yeah, we have a quinceañera. I'm like, oh, that's so perfect. Marco would totally throw a quinceañera for Star.
Mexican party in the house.
I'm so sad I've missed that episode.
I can tell you where you can watch it, but it's a secret.
Oh, I'll find.
All right, Chloe, what was your favorite part of Season 3 so far?
I liked the bit where Marco got... I can't remember the episode name, but this blew my mind. I mean, when I saw this on Instagram, because spoilers, when he used Star's wand and got the moon the moon symbol on his cheeks. I mean, I was like, what? What does this mean?
Blood
Oh,
moon balls.
yeah.
Blood moon. That's
Yeah, yeah. I've looked at all the theories. Somebody gave me a paragraph on it. But yeah, that was. Oh, it opens up so many things, and the kind of I love the blood moon ball and how they're like the souls are binded, and the fact that they've kept this up, and it's all these little things like just when you think they've forgotten it, they surprise you. And yeah, like I like the moment when Marco realised he had feelings for Star. I was like, yes, finally.
it's happening.
Yeah.
You know what? I at first when I saw it, I was like, nah. I was like, oh man, this one means he's gonna be evil. His monster arm's coming back. And then I just kept kind of got deeper into it, and I was like, you know what? This could actually also resemble his dragon cycle. You see, the circle in his wand has like spikes. The wheels on the dragon cycle Nachos have spikes as well as they have wings, just like Nacho. So I was like, this could also mean he's very passionate on dragon cycling. I was like, this doesn't really have to.
I love it. There's so many different symbols in it. Like in the I can't remember the episode name, but when they had the big monsters and humans ball, when the pigeon guy said to Marco, "Do the sword dance." I mean, and anything to do with like the password thing in his wallet, and even if this doesn't make any sense now, but I'm sure some people there's so many different things that the plot seems to be leading up to, and I mean there's something about like ripped clothes with the monsters and how Marco connects with the monsters. I just love it.
Yeah, definitely. I have a feeling that the pigeon prince, Rich, I think his name is Rich Pigeon.
Yeah,
Rich,
that's
I
it.
think it is Rich. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he works for Eclipse or for
Ooh.
Meteora. I
Oh,
have that feeling like he's so mysterious and so dark. He was like, how did he know the
I know.
sword dance? The only one that knew that was Star and Eclipse and Glossaric, but he only says Glabgor.
I love Glossaric, man.
He
Yeah.
also just happened to know of the mansion that was Hades's basically childhood home, and happened to throw the party there. It's very convenient that he knows all of these things. So yeah, I agree that he may be working for Eclipsa.
You think he's the voice of the captain painting was him? He kind of sounds like it. If you put a deep voice in Rich Pigeon, it will be like Blood Moon. Imagine that.
I'm
Like
just
he was there all
mind-blown.
along, and let the theories begin. I already want to go see how Tumblr is gonna react to this.
Oh man,
I think with what really got me was the reveal of Eclipsa. But I mean, when she was kind of melted from the crystal, and the first thing she went for was everyone is expecting like a really evil sorceress.
I was expecting Snookers.
Yeah, and I know what she did. She was like, I want a candy bar. Snookers, man, that just made me laugh, and I absolutely love her character. I think there might be more to her though, but and then finding out that Heinous is her daughter, that was just wow.
You're
oh yeah, that was
Blew my mind.
crazy.
It's kind of even.
Are we spoiling people all around the world?
Attention everybody, you've entered the spoil zone, so we're gonna spoil everything from season 3 so far.
Sorry.
So yeah, we'll just go ahead and spoil it all. It's all spoiled now.
All right. Kelly appears to start having a crush on Marco instantly.
Okay, so here's a problem that I have with this. So Star has this crush on Marco that she's had. We figure it out in season 2. She has it at the beginning of season 3, and then randomly she just falls for Tom. I thought it was really, really soon.
I have a theory, and
But
I
I've
quote,
never been a 14-year-old girl, so I
uh,
don't know how. I've only been a 14-year-old boy, so
I
I
think
know
so.
how my feelings go. But I don't know how that works out. But it just seemed like she moved on really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a theory about this. I kind of got the idea from a Tumblr page by the name of CEDDM. I think, and I quote the theory: the thing of start rushing things can also relate with the monsters slash mutants peace treat. You see, she wanted to do this as quick as possible, and we saw that she even said herself in Monster Bash. I just thought I could change everything overnight. Basically,
Ooh.
she was saying I rushed things. I should have rushed them, and I think that's what happened in that case with the crush on Marco. She felt the need of feeling the void Marco left, and when the silver bell came, she was like not interested. But when she heard what Tom said to her, that he was like, "I want to change and everything," and she saw like, "Oh my, Tom wants to change just as much as I want to change, and I want to change Mooney. He's having the same problems as me. I should be with him because he has the same problems as me." That's my theory.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be heartbreaking for Tom when she ends up going back to Marco.
Tom Falco for the win.
Woo woo. Stuck all the way. If that doesn't,
Tom.
if that doesn't happen, I will be. But do you know? I think it's solid now. I mean,
Yeah, it should be, but man, are they making it hard?
I think with
Wow.
Tom, why is he called Lucitor? Can I ask? Is that like his title?
I think that's his full name.
Tom Lucifer
Oh,
is his
Tom.
second name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Lucifer is his Lucifer is his second name.
Okay, that makes
Thomas
sense.
Lucifer.
I do love that Marco used his name in Stump Day.
Yeah.
I just
When he's because he's calling his okay. So Chloe, so you haven't seen it.
I
So
assumed
spoilers for that.
it's okay. I
So
don't mind spoilers.
Marco is like throws the quinceañera for Star, and he basically calls Tom out for not remembering Star's birthday, and
Right.
straight up calls him Lucitor. And I was like, oh snap! You're
It's a
using
rock star.
his.
It just got real.
It
That's
sounds like
It's like
through.
yeah, it's like when your mom uses your full name, like when you know you're in trouble. So she calls like all of your names out, and you're like, okay, yeah, this is bad now.
You know what? You know what would freak out Tomko shippers? You know the part where Tom says, "Say I'm a good boyfriend," instead of Marco saying, "Oh, never." It would have flipped Tomko shippers around if if just Marco kissed Tom on the cheeks and he was like, "Fine, you're my good boyfriend," and I was like, Tomko would have been like, "Oh." They
Oh
would've
man, oh god, Tomko.
I did
It's-
that.
I just joke around it because I believe it's a good bromance. I really don't see it as
Yeah.
a ship, but I
Oh
think
yeah,
they
it's
really-
definitely a bromance for sure.
Yeah.
I think after I kind of was like, oh my god, after I didn't ship them seriously, but I liked the ship, and after Just Friends, I mean, when Marco sung, oh man, I really want him to sing again because I love Adam MacArthur. He is, and when he sung that, does everyone know that's Marco's voice actor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, good,
shout
okay.
out to Adam MacArthur because I was almost gonna meet him in Florence, Italy this summer.
Oh, I'm
But
like,
I-
oh,
That would have been amazing.
I was actually leaving I was where I was when he went to the gelato store I recommended him. He was going there and I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna finally meet Adam MacArthur." And I was like just one street away from the gelato store and I was like, "Come on, let's go. I'll invite the gelato. You can buy a 5 euro gelato if you want. It's on me." And he was like, "No, I'm just really tired." And I was like, "Come on, guys! I'm inviting you a gelato, and I'm gonna make you meet a famous person. What else do you need?" And they were like, no, I'm just really tired." And I missed the chance. And he was like just one street away, and I was like, "Oh my
Oh
god,
man.
was just so disappointing. I was so disappointed. I was like, "Aw,
Hey, I've
man."
got like a whole sea between like me and the US, so
I
I get-
was I was at D23 in July, and I was at it was the Star vs. the Forces of Evil Gravity Falls panel. So Darren Nefsey was there, and Alex Hirsch was there, and that was super cool. Like I was in the audience, and Adam had tweeted out, "Well, I'm not technically a guest at D23, but I'm gonna be there." And I was like, "Okay, snap!" So he's in the convention center with me, and I like after that panel started, I was like, I walked around where the area where everything was at. I was trying to find him as much as I could because I'm like, hey, yeah, come be on this stupid podcast that I do. It's awesome. And I was like looking around, there's like nothing, and I'm like, oh, I missed him. And so like I was keeping up with his Twitter, and I would see where he was, like the photos that he would post, and I would go over there and be like, oh, he was just here like a minute ago. So I was trying to like track him down, and it was awful. I was like, oh, I just ended up giving up.
Oh man, you know what we should do next time if we ever do a panel again, which I hope we do. We need to invite Adam to come with us.
Hey, he's invited on every podcast that we ever do. So if he ever wants to come on, Adam, if you're listening, you are invited. Come on, let me know. We will get you on.
we'll have tacos.
And
We'll have tacos.
and horchata. I know how to make horchata. An actual Mexican horchata without dairy.
And we'll get you boba, and like we'll just buy like 6 bags of boba, and you can just eat all of it.
Yeah, nachos as well.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of gelato if you want.
Oh man.
I
Please.
know he's also a fan of gelato. I know he's also a fan of gelato. I know that.
I love the. I mean, I love. I think the what is it? The Starverse? The
Starbomb?
what is the crew called? They have like the. I mean, yeah. I love the crew. They're probably one of my favorites in terms of like shows and everything. Because with Steve, I like Steven Universe is another one of my favorite shows, and they're similar to. They're quite interactive with their fans, but I think the kind of Darren Nefsey and Adam MacArthur and everyone else. I think it's even the composer, Brian. I think. Yeah, I mean.
Dominic, and they're no longer part of the Star crew, but shout out to him anyway. Giancarlo Volpi.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing
Oh
that
yeah,
right.
McCullough, yeah.
I mean, even if it wasn't for the show, I think I'd follow these people because they have such. I mean, they don't have to do this yet. I mean, Adam MacArthur just takes it. Like he says he loves Starco, and that for me is just like yes.
It's great. It's great when your voice actor is shipping himself with somebody. So that's how you know that it's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know,
for
your
me,
friends look like
yeah.
yourself.
I mean, for me, these are like I like some celebrities, obviously, but I mean, these guys are like my kind of role models. I mean, at Comic-Con, there's one called MCM in London. It's probably the biggest one in the UK, and it is there's barely anyone, but there's everyone at the same time. Like I went on the day, and there was Cat Noir, the American voice actor, and
Bryce Papenbrook.
I think so. It might not have been, but I saw they're not clear on who they actually who actually is on the panels and what they do, and so I was quite sad that day.
You're actually gonna hang me. I've been recommended to watch Miraculous Ladybug many times, and I haven't had the chance to see it.
What are you doing, dude? Why aren't you watching Miraculous Ladybug? We literally just had an episode of Miraculous Ladybug, and we had the voice actress for Tiki on as a guest.
No.
So
I mean,
what are you doing?
I know the characters and I know the plot, and I want to so watch it, but I don't have the time, and I don't find where I can watch it. It's so hard, man. I'm actually trying to find where I can watch the episodes. I don't know anymore. And it's just so sad because I want to watch them so bad because they relate them so much with The main ship over there, which is Cat Noir and the Ladybug with Starko. They relate them so much.
Oh, trust me, that's not the main ship. There is Adrian and oh my gosh, how could I have forgotten her name?
Marinette.
And Baronet, that's it.
Yeah,
Marinette.
that's
They're
the ship.
same
Yeah.
person. That's the same.
No.
person.
No, yeah, like that's a ship. There's 4 different ships that are all the same ship. There's
really?
there's Adrianette,
Oh, yeah,
which
but
is
there's
Adrian
Anma.
and Marinette. There's
Marinette.
Lady Noir, which
Yeah.
is Ladybug and
Ladybug.
Cat Noir.
There's
There's Ladrian, which is Ladybug and Adrian. And then there's Marichat, which is Marionette and Cat.
Oh yeah.
So we have 4 different ships that are essentially one ship.
Oh my god! I just want to start watching that series right now. Like,
Go for it.
I need to find the episode and start watching this
Hey,
series.
you can't be as bad as me. I haven't. So I'm not very patient. I was so excited. This is back in 2 years ago, a year and a half. Season 1 had finished. I'd just gotten into I'm just going to call it Ladybug. And I was so hyped for season 2, but there was barely anything. And now that it's kind of a year's gone by, and I don't know, I just haven't. I've seen bits and bobs, but why didn't I just be loyal?
Oh man, I'm right there with you. Like I know stuff that happens because of Tumblr. Like Tumblr just spoils me on
Yeah.
everything. So
You know
I'm like,
what?
I know what's gonna happen, and I'm ready for it.
I feel like I'm the only person who I can say is I haven't ever really used Tumblr.
Really?
It's
Yes.
it is a sleep. It is a steep slope. So
Yes, I've heard.
you can start off that you can fall down so many rabbit holes. It's not even. It gets bad after a while.
Trust me, I've seen the text posts on Instagram, and I would say I would be.
There's a lot of things to go through about Tumblr.
We shall
speaking
not
of
speak
Tum-
of this.
Yeah, speaking of Tumblr of Instagram, shout out to my friend Starla Woods on Instagram. She's a great artist. Go check it out. Makes Starco stuff as well. It's Thomas the Force of Evil. She's a great artist.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Star vs. Force of Evil, I guess we should get back into Star vs. Force
Oh, yeah.
of Evil.
We just turned to
that
Star
thing that we were talking about.
the miraculous ladybug. It was like, what? We should make a stand-up comedy. We are good.
Oh,
We're good for sweet.
This happens in every conversation I have, every time.
Yep.
oh yeah. I recorded an episode last night with Hannah, and it was about Teen Titans. We started with, I think we started off talking about Justice League, and then we went to Teen Titans, and then we went to Teen Titans Go, and then we went to Young Justice, and then somehow we ended on Sailor Moon. Then we talked about Cardcaptor Sakura, and then I think we went back to Teen Titans. It was crazy. It's definitely a weird episode.
Man.
What are we doing here? Are we talking about series or are we talking about Star Wars the Force People?
We're talking about Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Yeah.
Now I really liked probably my favorite character of this season. I'm gonna have to give it a tie, so it's a toss up between Eclipsa, because I thought Eclipsa was fantastic. But I also am really starting to dig Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm liking Kelly more and more now, because she was very one dimensional in like season 2 when we first meet her in Goblin Dogs, and now we get to see a little bit more. So like we get to see this vulnerable side, like after Tad and everything like that when she's with Marco, and for his birthday. Which, by the way, thanks Star for not wishing your best friend a happy birthday.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe this because Marco makes such a fuss of her birthday, or like, was it that time he celebrated every day of her? Oh, that episode, it was like a foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember. That was season 1 so long ago.
Yeah.
But I found that really, really like, oh man.
Star, how can you forget your best friend's birthday and your ex-crush's birthday? Jesus.
Yeah, and like she's just making out with Tom the whole time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, you're
role
your
reversal,
best
I mean-
friend over here.
What happened
It's
in
his birthday. He's 50. He's a quinceañero now. He's a quinceañero now.
I mean, I love when scenes are mirrored in a different way, like history repeats itself. I think it was the episode Just Friends. That was an amazing episode, but
Yeah.
the similarities in them with the music and I've always wanted to see more of like. No way is Marco one dimensional, but I've kind of wanted to see more of that to
Feel-
him, and if he liked Star, which is all my
It's canon.
wishes have come true.
It's canon now. It's canon. I hope
Yeah.
it is. Because
Seriously, I think I was like, man, 14 when I first started to get into the show, or just heard about it, and I was I was a lot more excitable then. And if you'd have told me this, like if I could go back to my 14-year-old self, man, I think I would just pass out.
oh my god.
It's
know-
bittersweet. It's so much in one
Yeah.
go.
And it was like they gave us what we wanted, and now we regret it. It was like we were all like, oh, why so many filler episodes? We want important plot episodes, and they were like, oh, you want plot episodes? Here you go. We're gonna break your heart with them, and we were like, too much, man, too much. Stop. Ouch, it hurts. It's already broken.
Hey everybody, it's Josh. Hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Want to give you a heads up, however. Going forward, there's a couple instances where the tracks got a little off sync, so I'm actually a little bit before Chloe and Andreas when I'm actually speaking, so it sounds like I'm talking over them, and then the track kind of catches up. I did my best in order to change that and get everything fixed, so what you're hearing is actually way better than the original audio file. Again, so sorry for that inconvenience. The episode still sounds fine. It just sounds like I'm being super rude and talking over everybody. Well, I mean, ruder than usual. That being said, enjoy the rest of the episode.
But when the Lava Lake Beach came, and it was like the moment of the kiss between between Star and Tom, and Marco was just there watching, so sad. It was like it didn't hurt me because it wasn't as animated and as serious as the first Jarko kiss. It wasn't like that sentimental. It wasn't really that built up. It was just like a background scene. Plus the fact, what really affected me was that moment with Kelly and Marco. I mean, it was sweet. It was cute. I'm not gonna lie. It was really cute. But it was like, I don't know where. Okay, I the first time I saw that moment, I was like, okay, maybe Kelly just went through the official breakup with Ted, and Marco just had his heart broken. They didn't have anybody, and they needed to feel like comfort from each other, so they comforted each other as friends. But the fact that this keeps going and going, and now it might be possible that Kelly has a crush on Marco, I feel like this is. I'm not comfortable with this. I don't want to say I don't like it, but I'm not comfortable what they are doing. It's like it feels weird, you know. It's really weird. It's just like, okay, this is happening now, but it kind of seems like you're just repeating the story that happened between season 1 and 2, you know? Like, it's just happening the same. You know, like, now Marco has a crush on Star, and Marco's the one suffering from love, for love need, and he has a crush on Star, but it's in secret. And now Star is dating Tom. It's like, wow. But the fact that they are now adding Kelly, I mean, I like it because I love Kelly as a character. She's really interesting, really fun. But just like getting it out of nowhere just to add more shapes to like it's starting to look like a harem. it's just like it's kind of uncomfortable, you know. I mean, like I said, it's cute, but it's uncomfortable. And I have this saying, not to sound like a real jerk or anything, but I believe that some things the fact that it looks cute doesn't mean it's good. I'm sorry to say that, but
It's okay.
that's my point of view. I mean, this is the internet. This is the internet before we get voted on net neutrality. Hashtag save net neutrality, by the way. So yeah.
I think I totally agree. I think if I like it, and I like the way once I watched the full episode of that, I liked the way Mark was very like comforting towards her. And that scene where Kelly started crying, I was like, wow. But I think they were if I'm not mistaken, they'd only gone. What was it? Star introduced. Or was it Ponyhead? They'd introduced her to Kelly
No.
only in that Goblin
Yeah, she
Dog
was in
episode,
Goblin
and I think they've
Dogs, and
only
I
been
think
in a
she
couple
was
of
in one
episodes, and
more.
And
I think,
he wasn't,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah. So
she
there's
was in
not,
Star
Oh,
Crush.
the Bounce Sounds, yeah.
Star Crush.
yeah.
And the bounce,
Oh,
and the bounce lamp.
hmm,
But like
yeah.
when they introduced Kelly, it wasn't even talking with Kelly. Marco was talking with Tad all
That was good.
along.
That
Yeah.
that was
And
probably
that's
one of
what
my favorite reveals when you're like, oh yeah, no, he was talking
Yeah,
with
I
Kat.
mean,
boyfriend that lives in his hair. Something you
oh
see every
yeah,
day.
yeah, I remember
You,
that.
you know what kind of feeling I got when I first saw Kelly's character? I was like, okay, so this is the trope. So this is like a copycat of like
Oh yeah.
the Crazy Adams. You know that uncle with all the hair going on. I was like, this is gonna be that one character.
Oh, do you
That
know
one weird.
what? That is Kelly's hair is my normal hair. I have like extremely. I look like I have an afro, but it's just extremely curly hair. I mean, I've been
Same
called
here.
Lion, Poodle, but so I can relate to
here.
Kelly.
Yeah, same.
I have
Oh,
glasses as well.
I am looking like my hair does look like an afro though. I mean, not that long, but yeah, it does look like an afro. Really curly hair.
I think it's nice with the show. Like now, we've related to the characters, so that's like Marco is. It's quite weird because you can't really tell where the location is, but there's little hints, and everyone is. I mean, what they've done with the how they've represented gay and lesbian parents, I think, is every
Okay with that?
so often they've put that in, and I just think, oh,
I'm angry at the people that don't support it. This is
I know.
2017, people.
And I
Get updated. The world
I will
is
say
changing.
in
okay?
Stump Day they show
Get
on
the
the
one
date.
little boy with his two dads again,
Yeah.
and he actually calls him daddy, and I was like,
Oh,
good
yeah.
start.
Yeah.
At least you're keeping like
Yeah.
they're sticking with it. They're not backing
Yes.
down, and I
Yes.
love that.
Yes. Yes. It's
mean,
not
yeah.
coming from here, and it actually looks like adoption in Muni is working.
yay!
And that's good. I mean, I'm good with it. I don't care.
I think
like that.
just now it seems so like for me it seems so normal just to see that it's like yay, but I think Steven Universe was the thing for me to
Yeah.
really like. I was like, oh my god, this is a show
Universe
with kind of
Universe.
like
who this
female
is?
and female ships, and I was like, I got into it so easily. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I mean, I was only I think 14 at the time, but I can get I can get all people's opinions, but when people are there's a word I can't remember, but when people start
Yeah.
words can hurt people, and if they start that is I think how you treat others. If they actually go to a length to treat people badly, whatever their relationship, I think
and
that is when it's
definitely
like
something that I love about this show is they are totally inclusive about everything, and I absolutely love that.
yeah.
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 Just like I love the part where I mean I kind of called it because the first time I saw the club cheeks I was like, oh okay then so Meteorize so Miss Haynes is gonna be something related to the butterflies, and I was like first like but how old is she? Where does she come from? And then
I know.
the theories of Eclipse being Meteor's dad came, and I was like, hold on, how does if this is true, how is she keeping herself? And then I remember the episode of Saint Olga's School for Wayward Princesses, and I remember that how they put that video to end the girl's individuality. I was like, what if that machine is sucking the life out of the princesses and giving it to Miss Haynes? And I was like, that's it. And I was like, and then my theory got confirmed in Monster Bash. Meteora was using that machine to make herself younger for 300 plus years.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, you just answered like a question for me. Thank you.
Did I just answer the question that many people had of how the hell did she get her mind?
I just found that reveal of when she went into the room and it was like a big bombshell, but the way they did it and I just found it so. I felt kind of like I don't know. I just felt really Heinous was kind of taken back to her childhood, and she was like a new character. But at the end, when you see her eyes and her monster arm with all the scales, I just thought that was the icing on the cake. I thought they wouldn't do that, but when they did it, I was like, yes! It's kind of, it all plays out into what the fans want, but it's still new.
I wonder what she stands in here. Does she stand in the side of the monsters, or does she stand in the side of the humans? Because her mother is a pro. It's a pro monster, but she respects her family.
No, I don't think Eclipse is
I don't
evil.
think Eclipse is evil.
No.
But if we, on the other side,
I don't know, I wouldn't speak too soon. I'm half and half.
on the other side, the only monster she has interacted with is Princess Monster, which ripped her camera phone forever. Hashtag justice for Princess Monster. Also, and Rasticor, and it was like Rasticor once against the humans. But also, she made a school.
Yeah,
for
but there were
princesses
also monster
to
princesses
educate
in
them
there. They
her
weren't
own
all
way,
full. They were all types of princesses.
Oh.
Honestly, she
Yeah,
may be
so she
someone
pro-monster,
she doesn't
or
care.
she,
It's like
or
one of those because like she'll
butterfly
take in
family.
humans and she'll take in monsters because she had no problem
Yes.
letting Marco and Star into the Princess Academy. So, it would be nice if she's one of those
I
people
think
that helps bridge that gap between the monsters and the humans, along with Star.
That will be amazing.
Definitely.
You know what? What weirded me
Sorry.
out about talking. I'm so sorry. You go.
It's fine.
Sorry.
So I feel like this is a British thing, too polite for my own good. Sorry.
Everybody does it in the world. How do you think Trump got himself into the office?
I was gonna say I like the mystery of why is Heinous why is she still alive or kind of that young, and what happened to her after kind of Eclipsa got frozen or crystallized. That gap is, I think, and she seems to be very it's kind of like when she wants to be loved, or she doesn't have that kind of development of a childhood which she still needs, and that I find as a character as when she develops more is I think it's gonna resolve a lot of mystery
I'm sure we'll
to that,
have
and
a
I can't
full
wait.
episode with
Definitely.
Heinous figuring everything out. Like I don't know if Star or Marco will go to Eclipsa to figure out what's going on, or if we'll just have Heinous actually figuring everything out and like what happened these past 300 years, because she didn't even remember anything. So there was something that was like affected her memory enough to make her completely forget that she was Eclipsa's daughter. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's something that Moon did. Maybe she cast some sort of spell to make Heinous forget.
I don't know. I think
there
there's
may be
more
something
to it
to
than
do
that.
with there
Maybe
may
something
be
to do with Glossaric.
Glossaric. I mean, that's a good point.
Where would Glossaric be in this?
I hope that they just do a full episode on that, or at least like a half, like one of their half episodes, and so we just show everything that happened with
Mina,
with her, kind of like because they've done that a few times with Ludo before. So maybe something where we get some sort of Heinous storyline that would be interesting.
Yeah.
What about Mina? I think Mina is gonna be part of her sanity lost.
Mina, who's she?
Mina Love Fairy.
Sailor Moon.
Warrior.
Ah, yes. Oh man, yes.
Sailor Moon, purple head. I think she
loads
became
of people I
crazy.
saw found
I
that
think
episode so scary.
Both Miss Heinous and Mina became crazy at the same time, and they forgot everything in their past. He has to do something with Mina Love Fairy.
That would be
Miss
interesting
Heinous
if
losing her memories of her
Mina
mom.
and
I think
Heinous, like maybe Mina was Heinous' protector and something happened, some spell gone awry, and now she wants to like hunt her down and like destroy everything. That would be a cool twist.
Wait, so I just realized something. Remember in Battle for Muni how Mina was like the warrior advisor of Moon? At the same time, she knew Meteora was kept in the monster temple.
Oh, Mina's probably
How old is Mina?
Could any of these could the queens be immortal in a way? I just realised that
No.
doesn't make any sense. But or maybe some sort of extended life, because you've got to think the humans are actually they're human-like, but they're actually is it like the life of a butterfly or I mean it's supposed to be butterflies only live for a day, so that doesn't make sense. But still, I think there's more there's more depth.
I don't think. I don't think queens can make someone immortal, or maybe Glyceric magic can make people immortal, but I don't think queens can be immortal.
Well, I mean,
otherwise
they can
Gavin
have
would
they can
still
have
be
long
here with us.
lifespans at least. They may not be fully immortal,
Yeah.
but maybe they could have really long lifespans.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we don't really we honestly don't know how old Moon is.
On the other hand,
Because all they talk about, and then even the members of the Magic Council,
Yeah.
they haven't aged at all. Oh, they're some of them.
because they're immortal, they're actually immortal.
Ooh.
The book of
okay.
Star Marcus Guide to Mastering Every Dimension says they're immortal.
Yeah, I have
Glyceric
that book. I
created-
just haven't read all of it.
Ooh, okay.
Is their papa? I don't have it and I know it. Jesus.
I just
I
I
need to
remember
get that-
trying to order it
I'm
on
gonna
Amazon
ask-
on
I'm
the
gonna
release.
ask that book for Christmas. Please, Santa Claus, bring it to me.
Okay. So let's see. We've talked about ships.
Uh,
I mean, because I can we're all. I think,
Not
I think
enough.
we're all on that
Starko
Starko
for the
ship.
win. Starko for the win. Oops.
Can I just say sorry? My biggest with the Blood Moon Ball episode. I think is just a.
Yeah.
I think that was the episode that showed there was something different about the show. There, it was very mystical, and I mean the music and the lighting. It was so foreboding, and it was kind of you either like it or it.
Or no.
Yeah, it could be like evil but romantic at the same time, and the
Ah.
music. I mean, I think I've actually heard it. I thought, is it a? I think it's a track actually produced just for Star vs. Forces of Evil.
Yeah,
Uh,
Brian actually composed the music, I think.
Yeah, but I thought it was something that was based off a another piece, and I've actually found I'm not sure what it was, but for a theme park where I am, they'd actually used the backing track.
What? The
I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it might not be, but it sounds so similar.
maybe
I was
that's
like, wow.
maybe that's why the song of I Don't Wanna Know, when Marco realizes his feelings for Star sounds, to me it sounded kind of like some tune of early Beatles, you know?
I mean, and when it was the Song Day episode, and I can't remember
Patrick
his name,
Stump.
but the guy who voiced the guy who sung the song, he's from Fallout Boy. I feel so bad for not knowing his name, but that was amazing.
Patrick Stump.
Again, a person who brings energy to a character, and kind of that was brilliant.
His name is Patrick Stump, by the way.
Patrick Stump, that's it.
It's like they were calling it the whole time.
Patrick Stump. Stump.
He came back in Battle for Muni, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's good.
Remember that they have to make a lot of... Yeah. But remember,
Ooh.
Patrick
He was
Stump...
part of
so.
La Resistance.
He was part of the
Yeah.
La
La
Resistance.
Resistance.
I love how they all
Let me
had. I
introduce
love
you
how they
to
all had
La
berets. That was
Resistance.
perfect.
Oh, man.
I knew that would come.
Yeah. Even
And
Marco was...
when Star went, that beret looked so cute on me. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
If Marco's smart, he still has
Bring
that
back the
beret.
beret. And the meat
I just-
blanket. And the
Okay.
and the meat blanket. That meat blanket. That actually looks like one of those what's the name? Oh man, what's the name that you I don't know how to I forgot how to say this in English. It's like the thing you use in winter to cover you wrap yourself around it. A blanket. That meat blanket even in the name. That blanket looks like a Mexican style blanket, which is really known, which has like a tiger drawn on the blanket. A really typical Mexican blanket. I was like,
Wow.
this can relate. I can relate that. Stereotypical, but I can relate that. It was so cute. I saw it first. I was like, hey, is he gonna? And then in the episode in Slum for Slum, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. in that episode when he was wrapped around his cape, I was like, Marco's a burrito, and
I
it's canon
loved,
now.
yeah, like his cape. It kind of sucks that the cape is gone, but it does make sense
Oh
because it's
man.
just a meat blanket.
Yeah. Imagine if you went to a restaurant and just went inside with a cape and you were like, so which is that you are wearing there? Oh, it's my meat blanket. What?
I can relate to that so much. I mean, for some reason, my cosplay, I wanted a cape for a cosplay, and I think it was from Marco actually. I just wanted a cape, and there was one in the shop, and yeah,
Oh,
for no absolute reason, it was just a red cape, and it looked awesome. I didn't get it, but so I can relate to Marco. Like when he sat down with the nachos, that made me laugh so much.
like that actually looks like a burrito. Marcus a burrito. I just eating them like
Oh yeah, that cape
eating
is
from his
filthy.
cape. That cape must be really dirty. Sir Lababo, it's time for Sir Lababo to watch that.
It's kind of like when you've been in uh, if you've been in like your PJs all day, that sort of
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's comfortable,
So,
but it's also
what do you
really
guys want to
disgusting.
see happen
Yes.
for next season? So, Chloe, what do you want to see?
Oh, I'm gonna leave it up to the creators because now that I've seen what's happened, what they can do, I want to see more of Eclipser, some of the mysteries, more to do with the Blood Moon Ball, and I want an episode like Blood Moon Ball, and kind of based on astronomical things like the sun and the moon, and maybe an episode kind of where Marco. This is going to sound so bad. I want to see Marco's feelings develop more. I don't want to see him cry, but you know that would be kind of like what Star went through. That kind of builds up to if Starco it happened, that really builds up. But yeah, I'd like to see if like some and maybe more one constant setting. So it's amazing seeing all of the worlds, but I find the transition from Earth to Muni was like whoa. But I like it.
Nice.
So,
What about you, Andres?
yeah, that's what I'd like to see.
Just Starka.
Okay, I just said it's Starco. I'm just kidding. No. Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, no. Obviously that, but also I want to see like an episode where Star becomes adult Star as well, like Marco, and they go on together. That would be really fun. And I also want to see a Jenna episode. Like I don't know, it can be her. They
Yes.
can be maybe we can get Tom in there. You know, it will be really funny.
I was just about to say that. That ship
so
has
just
to
Tom
happen.
and Jana,
Oh,
and they
so
probably destroy the world.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be funny. That would be funny. That would be amazing. Also, I want to see an episode talking about like where Jackie's life like on Earth, how's everything after the breakup, like
Ooh.
not counting the sentimental part. I don't want to see my little baby Jackie cry. I want to see her like having a normal chill day. How's her
Oh,
life,
did they bring up the mermaid thing? I found that.
Oh yeah, they did brought it with those spider with the hat videos. They were like,
Yeah,
"This sounds
I
weird.
found that. I was like,
Is she a
man, that.
mermaid?" Oh man, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
know,
I think
like,
that could be something
mermaid-
to be explored
Yeah.
more if she ever did come back.
Oh my, that would be amazing. I mean, she did come back for like five times, split on one split second in Holiday Special, where the All-Seeing Eye was like trying to talk, and he was like, Marco saying
Yeah.
to Jackie, "It's always best to tell the
That
truth."
was good. Honestly, for me, I'd like to see some more Eclipsa. I'd like to see some
I
more
think-
Heinous. I would love Toffee to come back. I don't
Yeah.
think he'll
Yeah.
come back until like season
Yeah.
4, though, because I mean they basically confirmed
Ah.
that these lizards are basically immortal, and then like he was
dead.
still alive after Star gave him a blast, and then some
Hey.
rocks fell on him, and then River's like, "Oh well, he's
Oh,
done."
yeah.
And you're like, "But you just said he's immortal."
Yeah,
You know-
that was.
I'm
I
just gonna
don't
say
think
it-
they ever do that in a show
Yeah.
anymore. Just say, "Oh, he's dead." No,
Yeah.
no.
No. But I'm just gonna say it right now. I know what every single fan wants in this fandom. No matter what ship you want, no matter how many tiers you have, this is it. We want a crossover episode between Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Forces of Evil. We
Do you know
want it.
my camera just got louder then? It was grand reveal. Yes. Oh,
We want it. Alex Hirsch, Darren Nepsey, hear us out. Please make a crossover episode. Disney TVA
That
animation,
would, that would be
please.
fantastic.
Please.
So what would
We
happen?
beg
Would
you.
Mabel and
We beg
Dipper
you.
find a portal and somehow go to Muni? Or would actually it'd be pretty cool if when Star was still going through
we
all the
already got Rick
dimensions,
and Morty
if
too.
she happened to go through like Oregon, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Or
Do-
you
do you
know,
know-
like they just Bill Cipher just opened a new portal and boom,
Yeah,
ended
that would
up
be
in
brilliant.
Disney. You know what? They just released a teaser for Rick and Morty season 4, and you can in a second you can see Fort Pines in the background with Rick Sanchez, and I'm like,
Well, I mean, they basically
Adult
already
Swing.
said that. Well, 'cause, I mean,
hello there.
when like there's the part in Rick and Morty where
They said no.
like there's when Stan first opens the portals, he has that mug and a clipboard,
Like,
and they fly into the portal in Gravity Falls. And then in Rick and Morty, that same mug and clipboard fly over into an episode of Rick and Morty. So like it is like they are
oh
actually
my gosh.
kind of
Yeah.
connected. And the same thing with
Now
well,
we just need to-
because
now we
because I
just
mean,
need to cover
we
Forces of
know
Evil
that
there.
those two are connected.
Maybe-
we know
maybe-
that
maybe Rick
Rick
finds-
and
maybe
Morty
Rick
and
is-
Gravity Falls are connected, but Star vs. the Forces of Evil is connected with Gravity Falls
and we know that Gravity Falls.
because
Oh,
they've already have crossovers.
Oh, definitely.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. I mean, we already have Teen Squad, which is done by a great artist. I don't know who. I think it's D-Tunes. Great series, by the way. They link a lot of shows, including Rick and Morty, Star Wars: The Force of Evil, and Gravity Falls. But man, you know what? If The Simpsons and Family Guy could do it, why can't Disney do it as well? Come on, come on.
I think I'd like to see. Hear me out here. I wouldn't like to see a full episode because I think once you do that, it would be kind of bittersweet. You'd want more of Gravity Falls, but I think it would be so good to see Star and even if this was just like a holiday special or a little kind of little clip the animators do. When
Disney anniversary. The anniversary.
Yeah. they would be going, or an anniversary. That's it. Them going, Star and Marco, like messing around with the portals, going after a monster. And then they end up in Gravity Falls, where Mabel, whatever scenario they are in now, and it could just be a Mabel and Dipper don't know, and then Dipper could be like, "Did you hear something?" And Mabel just say something like "blah," and yeah.
And you know
My
what?
Mabel
That episode could also be the episode that we are shown Star and Marco adults, both of them are adults.
Oh
Amazing.
yeah.
You know, actually, the idea of the crossover episode was given to me by a friend.
Which one?
You remember the friend I told you about, Josh?
Mm.
Oh yeah.
The one that I told you he also wanted to do the interview with me, but couldn't do it because my friend Eduardo, they call him Spider-Man. I don't know why. They call him Spider-Man. I don't know. Hi,
Such a
from wherever
cool
you are,
nickname.
Eduardo.
Oh man.
It's
So
funny.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the rest of season 3 to come out. So hopefully we get that in February.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I just want the
Yeah,
episode to
I'm
go back to
I'm not a
one
fan
episode per
of. I
week
mean,
because
even
of-
though
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
love
definitely.
binging everything, I like these as a 1 a week episode. I think it fits better.
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
I mean, it's better for, I think, viewing wise, and kind of when they drop the bombshells, it's more rapid and people can get on with it instead of focusing. It gives it more. But I find I hadn't watched watching the episodes these kind of last couple of weeks has been like, I don't want to say a chore to watch them, but because there's so many and you want to enjoy each one, kind of,
Yeah,
it's.
It's just
Yeah. Plus,
you want to
I've
enjoy it. It's so good, like Star Wars: The Force of Evil, but it goes so fast you don't have time. You feel like
yeah,
you're watching them all, otherwise you're gonna get spoiled. Example, this podcast right here.
yeah. Oh man. And on top of having I've got an 8 week Labrador at the minute, and every time he goes to sleep, I turn on my iPad and watch it. He wakes
Yeah.
up, and it's like, oh man,
No,
he's adorable, but I literally have been so
it's just like Marco. It's a cinnamon roll.
yeah.
Barco
Also, I
Diaz
love
is
how
the
they kept the
perfect
laser
name.
puppies and Barco Diaz. I think the other little
Marco.
name.
Oh, when they said Marco Neil, and then all the puppies that have something that says Arco in their name just sit down, and it was like,
Oh, I
that's
love
so
that.
cute.
It's so
I
good.
oh, that was so cute. Oh my god.
It's I love it. It's not because
Yeah.
in most shows, like it will be one of those star spells. It's not just they stay like with they become characters. Like with most things, it's there's a word. It's not continuous. That's it. That's the word. And this, I find they do it in such a way which isn't overbearing, and it's just nice to see. Like, oh,
He's great.
I love Spider with a top hat, and oh,
Yeah.
I love those bro
Yeah.
unicorns.
I love
too.
you, Spider.
The ones that are always those guys are so cool. I wish there was more of
oh,
them.
yeah.
Lifted, brah. Lifted.
And the
Man.
fact that they
I want to see more episodes of The Wand. I want to see
Yeah.
more episodes of The Wand. Holiday Special was
Yeah.
fucking.
I'd love to see what it would turn with Jana. Would it be something like completely dark,
Oh,
or would
you
it
know
be
what?
pink and?
If Jana
That would be
went to
good.
the underworld with Tom, that would be amazing.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
just touching everything and dropping everything. It would be so funny. So,
Although I want to hear. Well, okay. Back to the question. I want to hear
I want
Marco
them to do another
singing
love
more.
sentence episode.
That is
That would
my-
be great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want
Or him
no,
speaking more Spanish. Oh, that would
Oh
be.
yes, por favor,
Yes.
Daron FC, por favor. Also, I want to actually see a duet between Star and Marco because the duet
Yes.
that they said in Just Friends, it was just like a lip singing. I want to see a duet of both of them singing. Okay,
I
we already got
so-
Marco and Tom sing. We already got Star and Tom to sing together. Let's just
Oh,
get
that was amazing.
let's just get Marco and Star alone singing their actual, not their second favorite song, their actual first favorite love sentence song.
Too little, too late. Sorry.
And that's their second favorite song. I wonder which one's the first one. Please tell me the name is gonna the name of the
Oh,
song
I
is
think
gonna be
their
titled
favorite
Love
song is
Man-
probably Just
that would be
Friends.
amazing. I just like
Oh wait, yeah, that was their second favorite song. That's right.
no.
Oh,
They
no.
said the second favorite song. No, I want their favorite song to be like a title like
That would be hilarious.
Love Meant to Be. That would be like.
I mean,
yeah,
even
Oh.
these songs are so good. I mean, even Star's kind of song about a burrito. I had that in my head for a week. I hadn't even watched the episode. I never let you go, my little burrito. Burrito. Oh man. Yeah.
This is a one weird podcast. We told you people this was gonna get weird.
Gonna get a little wild.
I am from around here.
That's basically
I am
another
from
dimension.
England.
And I'm
Sorry.
from Mexico.
Yeah.
And Mexico as well, but it's not as like stereotypical as fake
Oh
news. Like
man.
Fox
Okay,
News
so
said,
this was
right?
fun. We need to have another one when part 2
Because,
comes out. So after part 2, we'll get back together and we'll do another one.
Next time let's get
Awesome.
next time let's
Okay.
get someone like Adam.
Oh yeah,
Let's
just everybody spam
scam
Adam and be like,
Peter,
hey, come on.
Like, please come into the podcast. Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Hashtag anime Star Wars: The Force of Evil podcast with Adam McCarthy.
Yes.
Hashtag this is a very long.
No, we'll just make it as
Hashtag
long
Star
as
Wars: The Force
possible.
of Evil
Hashtag
podcast.
Star vs. Evil podcast. Let's get Adam
Okay.
MacArthur on the Animation Station podcast. That's the
Yeah.
whole entire hashtag.
Oh, I would die. Oh.
That actually reminds me of a hashtag I used to spam a friend of mine that also watches the series. when in her YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel is Miss Editors Forever. She has a texting Starco texting story series. I used to put real long hashtag just like bring Maria Butterfly Diaz back or hashtag we want to see Starco more develop more because it's a beautiful. And
Yes, like actual moments.
Oh, yeah, it's
Sorry,
fine.
guys, I've got news. I need to go
let's
and
go
eat.
ahead and wrap this up.
Sorry.
Real quick, Chloe, where can everybody find you?
Okay, yes, I'm on Instagram at Dippy Hippie. It's supposed to be an art account, but I don't know what it is anymore. It's just
Nice.
I post
And
anything.
Andreas?
No, but yeah, that's my main account.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, and I have a YouTube channel. Sorry, that's it. Yay.
You can find me in 3 places. You can find me in Tumblr as Marco Diaz Starco. You can find me in Twitter as @and_de_la_parra with double R in Parra. And you can find me in YouTube as
Excellent. And you can find
channel
me on
Gaming
Twitter and Instagram
INT.
at Josh L. Kane. You can find the podcast on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast, on Twitter at Animate Podcast, and on Facebook and Tumblr at Animation Station Podcast. And you can find all of our episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, and at our website, animationstationpodcast.com. Guys, thanks so much for coming on. It was awesome.
Awesome. It was
Having
brilliant.
For having us. It was amazing.
It was amazing. I was kind of, not going to lie, I was nervous, but now can finally talk about cartoons with a
Finally,
purpose.
we got it out. We got it out of our system, finally.